Okay, let's see. Let us see. Let us. Arugula. Romaine. Let us see. You know how it goes. Do 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 do. Are you working? Yes, I believe so. I think you are. Yes. Yay! You are working. Oh, great. Get this organized here. All right. Working on it. It's a slow roll, but we're working on it. Oh my gosh, always a slow roll. Always a slow roll. Do do do. Hi. If there's anybody out there today, we are going to continue our thanks for the memories. I was working outside. If there's anybody out there today, yeah, we are going to continue. Now we know this works. Super duper. Okay, so thanks for the memories. We're going to continue. We are on record number 4. And I'm just going to give you a second to either jump in. Oh my God. I'm doing a lot of shovel work. I don't like to wear gloves. So I kind of beat the shit out of my hands. Sorry. Should have done that earlier. But it's all right. Let me see. I do it. All right. This is what we're doing. We love it. Reader's Digest. Woohoo! It is thanks for the memories. The information is pleasure programmed, of course. RCA custom. Dynagroove. Recorded in magnificent Dynagroove sound. You know, it's funny. The last 3 records, I did comment on just how beautifully they sounded. So way to go, Dynagroove. Manufactured, especially for Reader's Digest, by RCA Records, New York, New York. How cool is that? Dynagroove is a registered trademark of RCA. Who knew? Well, we all know now, don't we? Let me see if this works. Okay, it does. So let me give you a little, a little precursor. So we are going to hear on side 1 of record 4. We're going to hear some songs from 1931 of the I Sing, I Found $1 Million Baby in a 5 and 10 cent store. Cute. The Peanut Vendor. Nevertheless, Between the Devil and the Deep, Blue Sea, and Paradise. When we flip it over, we're going to hear some songs from 1937. Rosalie, September in the Rain, So Rare, In the Chapel in the Moonlight, Once in a While, and Harbor Lights. Okay, so we'll start. I don't have too much to say today. Well, at least not at the moment. That can change. That can change at any second. And that's okay too. But if there's anybody in my room that wants to chat with me, say hello. If not, let's go ahead and just be thankful for the memories. I mean, listen, life isn't always great, but hopefully you have... Oh, what is on the record there? Where'd it go? I see it. Okay, I got it. Hopefully you've got some things to remember. So let's take a closer look. This is Gershwin and Gershwin, Robert Mandel, chorus and orchestra. This is a high point in the careers of George and Ira Gershwin. So the show, a satire on national politics, became the first musical comedy to be awarded a Pulitzer Prize for drama. In explanation, the Pulitzer citation stated, "This award may seem unusual, but the play is unusual. Its effect on the stage promises to be considerable because musical plays are always popular, and by injecting satire and point into them, a very large public is reached." So, Of the I Sing reached a large public, all right. It had 441 performances, and New York Times critic books Atkinson summed up the public's view of it. Funnier than the government, but not nearly so dangerous. How's that? Hi, Blake. It's your first time experiencing me, Blake. We all have some funny moments. I do like to take advantage of the fact that Reader's Digest provides awesome little factuals about all the music and stuff that they put together. So I love it because I learn a little bit. Helps me relate to the music better sometimes. Gives it a time and place. Are you a fan of 1930s music? This might be one that I might want to see. Political satire is amusing. Alright, bye. Whoa. Take that. Alright, next one. I found $1 million baby in a 5 and 10 cent store. Let's see. I'm not going to have a battery for very long. Woo! This is Warren, Rose, and Dixon. Ebert Lombardo with Guy Lombardo's Royal Canadians. T.Y. Lemley, Lemley on vocal. Ooh, listen to that. That's nice. With or without followers, I'm still going to enjoy myself. I just think my battery isn't. You win some, you lose some. Woo! So I'm wondering if the 5 and 10 cent stores are like what we have now, good old $1 and $5 stores. So silly. Okay, let's see if I can find some information. The song's lyric about finding a priceless treasure, once beloved in a 5 and 10 cent store, was one that appealed greatly to a country caught in the grip of depression. First sung by the Fanny Bryce and other principals in 1931, review Crazy Quilt. The jaunty tune was later used in the 1935 and 1941 films $1 Million Baby. And the tune for I Found $1 Million Baby was composed by Harry Warren, who also wrote the Academy Award-winning Lullaby of Broadway in 1935, You'll Never Know in 1943, and On the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe, 1946. She was selling china. Oh my. And when she made those eyes, I kept buying the 5 and 10 cent store. That looks like a ring. What else is new? Thank you, YouTube. Appreciate that so much. Anything to interrupt the music. And incidentally, if you should run into a shower, just step inside my cottage door. Wow, it's an invite to the shower. Baby, from the 5 and 10 cent store. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see. The Peanut Vendor. Chet Atkins guitar, Cam Mullins and his orchestra. This is Simon's. Latin American song was introduced by Havana by its composer, Mose Simmons, 1929, Review Cubanala. Let's see. Oh, this is really cute. Do, 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 do. And people all across the U.S. were gyrating wildly to its rumba rhythm. You have to admit, this is good music. Woo, Chet Atkins. Good guitar picker. Good stuff. This one could keep going, but it's not. It's over. It's a short, but cute one. All right, let's see. Nevertheless, Ruby Kalmar, Guy Lombardo, his Royal Canadians, Kenny Gardner on vocal. 1931 tune. Let's see. Oh. So they collaboration. Rudy Valley and Bing Crosby helped to popularize Nevertheless on their radio programs in the 30s, and the song became part of the score for Three Little Words, the 1950 film biography of Ruby and Kalmar. The movie, which revived interest in the two composers' songs, led to best-selling recordings of Nevertheless by the Mills Brothers and Paul Weston and his orchestra. They also wrote scores for such Marx Brothers films as Animal Crackers, Horse Feathers, and Duck Soup. As well as for the film The Cuckoos.
And maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm weak, and maybe I'm strong, but nevertheless I'm in love with you.
This is a good one.
Maybe I'll win, and maybe I'll lose, and maybe I'm in for crying the blues, but nevertheless I'm in love with you. Somehow I know at a glance the terrible chances I'm taking. Fine at the start, then left with a heart that is breaking.
Hey, do you know anybody who needs this advice?
Maybe I'll live a life of regret.
Maybe.
And maybe I'll give much more than I'll get. But nevertheless, I'm in love with you.
Perfectly okay to give, as long as you're giving to a giver. If all you do is give to a taker, you will get nothing in return, and you will definitely have a broken heart. But if you're giving to somebody who gives back, you got that reciprocity thing. Beautiful. I'm in love with you. Uh-oh. Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. Arlen Caller, Jonah Jones Quartet. Made its debut in 1931 at the Cotton Club in Harlem, one of New York City's most popular nightclubs during the late 1920s and early 1930s. Part of a score that Harold Arlen and Ted Koehler wrote for Rhythmania, a review which also included their tunes I Love a Parade and Kickin' the Gong Around. Some other hits from the Cotton Club reviews were I've Got the World on a String, Stormy Weather, and Ethel Waters popularized. Which Ethel Waters popularized in 1933? Stormy Weather. Huh. I wonder if it's on one of these records. This Jonah Jones recording of Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea starts off with a pulsating verb and never lets go. So what we're listening for now is a pulsating verb. Hello, Miss B. Shouldn't you be in a different chat room right now? Oh, see, we got some newcomers. We're enjoying some Reader's Digest. Thanks for the memories. Songs that kind of fall through the 1930s. Well, that's cool. You don't have to be in here. You can go where you normally are. You're like one of like 2 people in here. So, cool. It happens. How's it going over there? Good? He doesn't play any 30s music, does he? He could. He can play anything. You know what? It didn't let us down, did it? Oh, good. Well, you're welcome. Okay, next and last song on side 1 is Paradise, Brown Clifford, RCA Symphony Orchestra. Charles Bear Hunt conductor. Oh, so pretty. Lovely as this 1931 waltz sounds today, Paradise was at one time banned from radio because a certain station considered its interludes of humming too suggestive. How do we feel about that? What's it suggesting? Dance a little closer? It's a waltz. What are you supposed to do? That's funny. The song written by Nasio Herb Brown and Gordon Clifford was one of the earliest film theme songs used in A Woman Commands. I just looked this one up in the last record I did, which starred Paula Negri in the 1940s. The number was again tapped for film use to be sung by Belita in the 1947 film The Gangster and by Gloria Graham in the 1949 film A Woman's Secret. Well, how about that? Very pretty music. Again, I'm playing fetch, this time with a little ball. Too many balls! It was a nice day. We were outside all day. All day. So I figured I'd come in, spin a record. I won't be able to stay here long because my battery's going out. So if we're lucky, we'll listen to side 2 and be done for today. Yeah, it's pretty. Most people don't sit down and go, hey, I'm going to listen to some music from the 1930s. I mean, I don't necessarily either, but I've become quite fond. These are just records that I inherited. It's my first time listening to them. Right along with all of you. And I can't say I have regretted any record I've put on here. A couple of different collections from people. But now I'm watching all sorts of black and white clips of these movies, and I've got a list that I definitely want to watch. Just can't find them on what I have here, but I will. Good stuff. What do you think that is, a harp? I don't know. Alrighty. Side 2. Yeah. Well, I just figured in case, you know, you've never been in my chat room before. I don't know if you even knew I had a channel. Did you know I had a channel? My channel is really specifically, I kind of got into making shorts, again, with the use of good music. But I'm kind of blocked from doing that right now. Somebody isn't letting me be creative. I guess they think I don't know. Actually, I don't know what they think, and I don't know why they think it. I personally think it's ridiculous and it's extremely selfish. My shorts aren't hurting anyone. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So we'll see what happens. I know I have over 1.5 million views, at least the last time I looked at the analytics a while ago. That's great. I'm glad you do. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So I make it work. So I decided to do this instead. All right, so side two are songs from 1937. We've got Rosalie, we got September in the Rain, we've got So Rare, we've got In the Chapel in the Moonlight, Once in a While, and Harbor Lights. So we'll go ahead and start with Rosalie, which is Porter, Guy Lombardo and his Royal Canadians, Kenny Gardner for vocal. The Cole Porter tune, introduced by Nelson Eddy in 1937 film of the same name, is proof positive that songwriters are not always the best judges of their own work. Porter wrote 6 versions of the title song before producer Louis B. Mayer told him to forget that he was writing a tune for Nelson Eddy and to go home and write a honky-tonk song. Well, the result was this version, which Mayer approved for use in the film, and which was sung by Nelson Eddy and Eleanor Powell. Although the song became a big hit, Porter claimed that he never did like it and thought that the previous versions Mayer had thrown out were better. Listen, when you let somebody else make decisions for you, shit like that occurs. You gotta be your own best critic. I'm not letting you out. Quit knocking on that door. So, honky tonk? I don't hear honky tonk. Do you? Oh, I hear like the saloon music, maybe. I don't know. What do you hear? What do you hear? Why are you not working for me today? Don't let the saloon door hit you on the way out.
Rosalie, my darling.
My darling.
Rosalie, my dream.
I got my rose shirt on.
When
See there?
stars
This is my Rosalie shirt.
I'm old.
Right? You see it?
So much in
Rosalie.
love. Rosalie, have mercy. Rosalie, don't decline. Won't you make my life
pretty bad if a man has to say have mercy on me, right? Or a woman, for
you're
that matter.
willing to be mine, Rosalie, mine.
Alrighty. September in the Rain. Dubin and Warren, Joe Stafford vocal, Paul Weston and his orchestra. Hi there, 60s DJ. Usually it's the other way around. So let's see. A fond collection of a memorable, if watery, autumnal romance was written in 1937 by Al Dubin and Harry Warren, one of the top songwriting teams in Hollywood during the 30s. The mellow voice of tenor James Melton introduced the song in 1937 film Melody for Two. Dubin and Warren also wrote the musical scores for so many of singer Dick Powell's movies, including such as Shuffle Off to Buffalo, You're Getting to Be a Habit with Me, and 42nd Street. I Only Have Eyes for You, for Dames, and Don't Give Up the Ship for Shipmates Forever, which the U.S. Naval Academy adopted as one of its official songs. The hit parade record for September in the Rain on for 14 weeks. Number 1 5 times. How's it going over there in DJ land, huh? I like your new look. It looks like you have different hair. I mean, you always have the best shirts and the best sets of songs, but you look a little different. Let's try something new. And no, nothing has changed. I appreciated you asking me the other day, but no, nothing has changed. I'm still waiting. Well, actually, I'm not. I don't think it's a waiting game anymore. It's more of a paperwork issue. Some of it, anyways. And then the rest of it is just still out of control. As far as I know, rat poison is for rats. At least that's what I thought. That September. In the rain. September. So this past September was my second official year not being in a school. Sweet September. I never thought being forced to retire would have been my choice. Or it would have been the choice. I would have liked for it to have been my choice. What are you going to do, right? You do like this music too? Yeah, me too. All right, next one is So Rare. So Rare. Hurst and Char. This is Lays Brown and his band of renown. Songs by Jack Sharp and Harry Hurst. He seems to peak at 10-year intervals. The first visit to hitdom was in 1937 when Jimmy Dorsey and his orchestra popularized it throughout the country. Then in 1947, So Rare became one of the first American successes for blind English pianist George Shearing. Finally, in 1957, a few months before his death, Jimmy Dorsey again provided the song the best-selling recording that made So Rare part of the permanent pop repertoire and gave Dorsey a remarkable posthumous... That's a word I've never seen before. Oh, does that have to do with, like, famous? Posthumous? Success. Oh, okay, because he died. Right? Is that what it said? Hit parade record, 11 weeks, number one once. What? I have to reread that. Oh, yes, before his death. Post-death. That's basically what that means. Okay. Hello, vocabulary. I mean, this kind of makes me want to go up to the bar, order a drink, go find a table that's kind of dim lit, maybe with a candle. Hopefully there's a handsome fellow across the way. Sit back, like you said, and relax. It's very relaxing music. Maybe do a slow dance every now and then. Takes two. That's pretty though, isn't it? So rare. Hello, Blake. What? That is you. Are you all the same person again? Because if you are, bravo. Can you share a star? Yeah, see? Okay. In the chapel in the moonlight. Guy Lombardo again and his Royal Canadians. Carmen Lombardo and the trio vocal. Peaceful pastoral song seems a far cry from the successful Western songs that Billy Hill had written. Previously, as a youth, the Boston-born composer had traveled extensively throughout the West, working as a cowboy, a surveyor's assistant, a violinist, and pianist in dance halls. Heading east in the 30s, Hill settled in New York City, began composing such Western hit songs as The Last Roundup, Wagon Wheels, The Oregon Trail, and Empty Saddles. But he's also turned out nostalgic tunes such as The Glory of Love and In the Chapel in the Moonlight, presented in typical Lombardo fashion in this recording. Supposedly, the chapel silhouetted the moonlight in Hill's 1936 song and was a century-old church that was located at Broadway and 55th Street in the heart of New York City. The church has long since disappeared, but the haunting melody of this lovely song remains very much with us today.
I'd love to hear the organ in the chapel.
Thank you, Blake.
In the moonlight.
I mean, this kind of music you can search for. You don't necessarily need my company. We tend to talk over it.
How I'd love to hear
so anybody who's a real listener of music doesn't need a person around.
In the chapel in the moonlight,
an extra person.
Let the love light in your eyes.
It's a shame the church is gone, eh?
Forever will shine.
Chapel.
Till the roses turn to ashes, till the organ turns to rust.
Oh.
If you never come, I'll still be there till the moonlight turns to dust. How I'd love to hear the choir.
He must have just been standing in the right place to look over and see how beautiful it was. You know.
As they sing, oh, promise me, forever be mine.
Oh, it's a wedding. It's a wedding in the chapel, really. It has to be. I don't think you would sing a love song to... Pretty. Definitely not a Western. Alrighty. Once in a While, Edwards Green, Helen Forrest and the Serenaders, vocal Wally Stott, and his orchestra. So originally this tune is by Michael Edwards, was introduced as an instrumental number in 1937. Ooh, listen to her. By Tommy Dorsey.
To give one little
and his orchestra. Under the title Dancing With You.
Though someone else may be near your heart.
Well, that same year, Bud Green, who later gave us Day After Day, The Flatfoot Floogie, and The Sentimental Journey, added words to Edwards' tune. The song, retitled Once in a While, was reintroduced to the public by Dorsey, Jack Leonard doing the singing. Trumpeter Harry James made Once in a While a highlight of the 1950 musical I'll Get By, which starred June Haver, and William Lundigan. Once in a While was on the hit parade 11 weeks, the number one spot 7 times. An old gramophone?
Still can remember.
Yeah.
The spark may burn again.
I mean, I just picture people sitting at, with an old radio, and everybody gathers. Because, TV really wasn't a thing. Not like it is today. Can't get people away from their televisions. But the radio was what everybody gathered around to listen to.
Once in a while.
If you didn't get out much and you weren't a musician, listening to this was a treat. Maybe you went to the movies and had a little bit of it in the cinema, but... Yeah, it's definitely relaxing. Don't they kind of equate this music to trolley rides or train rides and things that are kind of monotonous as far as I can see you keep it really relaxing.
In love's faltering ember.
I get it. Like a train station, right?
Love still can remember. Spark may burn again. I know that I'll be contented with yesterday.
yesterday's memory.
Knowing you think of me. Once in
Knowing you think of me once in a while. If that isn't. Yeah.
once in a
Sounds like a good plan, right? No real stress, no real commitment. Just think of me once in a while. Who wrote these songs? Oh my gosh. All right. Last one on this side, Harbor Lights. The Voices of Robert McDonald. This is by Williams Kennedy. I've heard this one. Top hit songs, 1937. A British importation. The song was written by Jimmy Kennedy and E. Williams, who 2 years earlier had composed the popular Red Sails in the Sunset. In 1940, the haunting melody, I was going to say it was a bit haunting, of Harbor Lights provided the background theme for the film version of Eugene O'Neill's sea epic, The Long Voyage Home. Popular recordings by Sammy Kaye and his orchestra in 1950 and by the Platters in 1960 gave the song a new lease on life. Hey, the Platters! Hit Parade record, 29 weeks, #1 spot, twice. Yes! They're all mixed in with the movies. That's why I was such an ass. And the last record, I hunted down the movies. Ooh, that was a learning curve if I ever had one. I would still do it again. And still haphazardly. Preparation isn't always necessary, is it? I mean, considering I want to hear it at the same time you guys are hearing it for the first time. So, it's not familiar music, so I feel like if I go ahead and look it up and listen to it, I'm cheating. Except some of the music that I've had in the past I've heard before. And then I cheat in another way, sing along. It's not good. This, not familiar with, so it makes it 10 times more beautiful. Did you have a favorite movie from that time period, DJ? Do you have like one or two that you would recommend? And you're from like the other side of the world, right? Aren't you somewhere in Europe? If I'm not mistaken. Unless you left. Oh, Casablanca. I've seen that. Okay. Do you have a number 2? Casablanca. That's a good one. Let's see. I gotta check my battery. For some reason, every time I try to do something, everything just glitches out on me. But if I can, even listen to one side of the next record, why not? We'll check out number 5. How cool are these things? I mean, these little, they're just awesome. You know, do you ever do this? Do you ever use like little group together records, or do you always just play like isolated songs? I mean, I love what you play. Don't change anything that you're doing. I was just curious if you ever did like Reader's Digest puts together some great music studies. I will tell you, I'm a fan. Oof. Why are you going away? Anyway, I'm trying. All right, so side 1 is music from 1932. You're getting to be a habit with me. Is that a compliment or not? How would you take that? Night and Day, Shuffle Off to Buffalo, which we just heard about. I've told every little star. I got the world on a string. Oh, I know that one. Let's put out the lights and go to sleep. Yeah, right. Go to sleep is in parentheses. I'm pretty sure that's not what they mean. Um, unless they're really tired. I could be so. I could be wrong. I think I have enough battery maybe to get through side one. So let's see. You're getting to be a habit with me. Warren Dubin and the Dreamers vocal Hank Levine and his orchestra. Baby Daniels sang the song to Dick Powell in 1933. The film was 42nd Street. Yes, according to composer Harry Warren, the title for the song stemmed from a casual remark that co-author Al Dubin heard on the Warner Brothers lot where 42nd Street was being shot. Dubin liked to kid around with the girlies. Excuse me, with the girls. One of them was going around with a certain fellow, and Dubin asked her why. She said, "Oh, I don't know. He's getting to be a habit with me." And we used it right away. And you're getting to be a habit with me has been a habit with the public ever since. How about that? Meet me in St. Louis? Yes. I like all the ones that have turned into like Broadway shows and high school theater shows. My favorites. Oh, wait, there's a fuzzy. Get off. You're not welcome here, fuzzy. Yeah. Meet me in St. Louis, right? You know, you're getting to be a habit with me. Don't you have an accent of some kind? What is it, Scottish? I think, right? You're getting to be a habit with me.
I used to think your love was something that I could take or leave alone.
Think
But
again.
now I couldn't do without my supply. I need you for my own. Oh, I can't break away. I must have you every day. As regularly as coffee or tea. You got me in your clutches and I can't get free. You're getting to be a habit with me.
This is a cute song. It's a compliment. I like it. I like it.
I used to think your love was something that I could take or leave alone. But now I couldn't do without my supply. I need you for my own.
Ooh, he wised up.
Oh, I can't take away. I must have you.
Because you never know.
As regularly as coffee or tea. You've got me in your
2 lumps
clutches and I
or
can't
3.
You're getting to be a habit, a mighty nice habit. You're getting to be
Habits. Woo! That's the kind of habit that you want, right? Somebody on your arm who makes you laugh, knows
a habit with me.
knows you well enough that they can tease you, still be respectful. Yep. Yep. All right, next one's Night and Day. Porter, Ed Ames vocal, Joe Reisman and his orchestra. Let's see. Oh my. Cole Porter claimed he wrote Night and Day merely to fill up a hole in the show. It was in the gay divorce in 1932 has been rated by many next to Porter's Begin the Penguin for immortality. The melody for Night and Day was innovative in that Porter wrote it in 48 bars. And again, the 32 bars. Wow, wait. Oh, against the 32 bars that had been traditional popular songs until that time. Ooh. Porter tailored the song to fit the limited singing range of Fred Astaire. The Gay Divorce marked the first time that Astaire had appeared in a musical without his longtime partner, his sister Adele. And also the last time that he appeared in a Broadway musical. Oh, wow.
know such a hungry
2
yearning
years later,
inside of me.
Astaire and Ginger Rogers sang and danced to the tune in the film version of The Gay Divorce, retitled The Gay Divorcee. I mean, that's kind of understood, don't you think? I don't know. I think it's sad when divorce happens, but I guess sometimes it's necessary for sanity. I just wish people could be amicable about those things. I mean, do you really want to spend your time attacking and reminding someone that something didn't work? Or do you want to be able to say, thanks for what was good when it was, and I wish you well? I don't know. Some people don't know how to let things go.
There's no such a hungry yearning.
Sometimes you just have to flip the record, you know?
And it's through.
Start over.
Let me spend my life making love to you, day and night.
Day and night?
Night.
This doesn't sound like a divorce. Sounds like the beginning of something else. Oh gosh. Okay. Shuffle off to Buffalo. We're switching it up. Shuffle off. This is Warren Dubin and the Fireside Singers. Mike Samms and his orchestra. Oh, holy cow, I thought a bird was in the room. Day and night, yeah, why not? You're in the right company. What's the difference between daytime and nighttime with the lights on? Nothing. One of the earliest such movie musicals was 42nd Street, with a cast that included Bebe Daniels and Warner Baxter, Dick Powell, and Ruby Keeler. The film's musical score was written by Harry Warren and Al Dubin, and the spectacular choreography was the work of Busby Berkeley. Hey, it was the first time we've heard a choreographer. A newcomer to Hollywood and the silver screen. Berkeley's staging of Warren Dubin tune Shuffle Off to Buffalo, in which he opened a Pullman railroad car like a jackknife and moved his camera down the aisle to zero in on the Niagara Falls bound honeymoon couples, was a stroke of sheer genius. Every movie uses those now. See that? Now it's something special about Shuffle Off to Buffalo, isn't it?
Just a little cute. What is it? But we'll discuss that later, dear.
For a little silver quarter, we can have the Pullman water.
Oh yeah, I have heard this. Lights down low.
Off we're gonna shuffle, shuffle off to Buffalo, Buffalo,
Buffalo,
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Oh, even just that melody I'm familiar with. Where does that come from? Aside from this. Who uses this?
Buffalo, someday the storm may have visit and leave a little souvenir, just a little cute.
Oh, I've been to Buffalo.
What is it? But we'll discuss
It's way up there.
later, dear.
For a little silver quarter, we can have the Pullman water. Turn the lights down low.
Lights down low. We used to go up there for football games. And then hop over to Canada. Gamble. Because you're like 3 cents richer.
Buffalo,
Shuffle off,
to Buffalo,
shuffle
It was always super cold.
Buffalo.
shuffle
What were you doing in Buffalo? Yeah, right near the falls. You know that cartoon with the little people in the yellow jackets? Somebody's going over to barrel and they're like, oh, no. It's hilarious to me. Hilarious. Yeah, Scotland. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Little star, just how sweet I think.
I'm kind of honored that you're in my chat room.
Why haven't I told you?
I've told ripples in a brook.
This is Kern and Hammerstein, Brian Johnson and Doreen Hume vocal, Bill Bowen and his orchestra.
Haven't I told you?
The Strike Up the Band and Of the I Sing, those were the political satires. This is in contrast. Jerome and Kern Oscar Hammerstein's Music in the Air, 1932, told the simple story of a clash between down-to-earth mountain folk and worldly city sophisticates. The musical starred Walter Schlesig and Catherine Carrington, and two innocents from the country who venture, into the big city, get into complications, and eventually return to their Bavarian homes in a happy ending. Yeah, I don't know why you left your Bavarian home to begin with. I don't think I would leave. It's beautiful there. The outstanding feature of the show was the Kern Hammerstein songs, New York Times. You rock. Usually 60s and 70s, but you rock. I love all your playlists. They're great. Thanks a lot.
Friends ask me.
So the innocence of I've Told Every Little Star, the nostalgic sentiment, and the arrogant by Tiergan Sea, and the sweet rapture of When the Spring is in the Air represent Mr. Kern and his freshest fame. According to Kern, the lovely melody for I've Told Every Little Star was inspired by the song of a finch that he heard one night while visiting in Nantucket, Massachusetts. Good Lord. Said there was a bird in the room. That was a really cool visit from the 60s DJ. If you're ever looking for some good tunes, that guy rocks it out. He plays some good tunes, real good tunes. And no BS in between. It's just song after song, a little bit of hoorah that he does. He's a great character. We'll keep him in our favorites. We like him.
Sitting on a rainbow, got the string around.
So now we got some World on a String.
What a world, what a life.
What a voice. Arlene Kohler, M. Ames, vocal, Joe Reisman and his orchestra. Let's see what it says about this one.
I've got a song that I sing. I can make the rainbow anytime I'm.
So during this period, the two men wrote a remarkable series of hits for the club's reviews, the Cotton Club, in 1931. I've Got the World on a String, Between the Devil and Deep Blue Sea, which we've heard, Kicking the Gong Around, which we will hear. I Love a Parade, Stormy Weather, I've heard on other records, which were sung by the greats, such greats as Ethel Waters, Cab Calloway, woo! Ada Ward, Lena Horne, and Avon Long. Ada Ward introduced I've Got the World on a String in the Cotton Club Parade of 1932.
I've got the world on a string, sitting on the rainbow.
Oh.
Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life. I'm in love.
Oh, what a world, what a life. I'm in love.
Life is a beautiful thing. As long as I hold the string.
Don't let it go.
I'd be a city so-and-so if I should ever let it go.
I wouldn't do it.
I got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life. I'm in love.
Do you find yourself singing more when you're in love? Yeah. I think most people are a little chippier. Chip, chip, chip here. All right, let's put out the lights and go to sleep. Hoopfield the Dreamers, vocal, Hank Levine and his orchestra. Let's see. First crooning it at the Atlantic City Steel Pier. This was Rudy Valley. It was departure from the collegiate songs that Valley habitually sang.
What's to do about it? Let's put out the lights and go to sleep.
Yeah, right. Herman Hubert's lyrics originally went, "No more money in the bank, no cute baby we can spank." What's to do about it? Let's put out the lights and go to bed.
Just leave her.
Wow.
What's to do about it? Simply nighty-night and go to sleep.
He wanted to sing it on a radio show network. The executives insisted that he change the word bed to sleep. Oh.
I love you more and more and more.
Valley protested. But sleep, it was that went down in musical history. What?
No more money in the bank.
No more baby we can spank.
No, what's to
Do about it?
Let's put out the lights and go to sleep.
Yeah, they wanted to say bed. Wait, I don't know. What's worse? Sounds like they're gonna make another baby. Wow, unless they're really, really tired.
You never was so sweet before. No more money in the bank. No cute baby we can spank. What's to do about it? Let's put out the lights and go to sleep.
Are you awake?
Let's put out the lights and go to
Are
sleep.
you awake?
Let's put out the lights and go to sleep.
Yeah, good luck sleeping.
Let's put out the lights and go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Hilarious. Hilarious. All right, I think I might have enough battery to get through the other side. If it should just shut off, I bid you adieu. I can't control these electronic things. But let's see if we can fly through. Side 2 has 1936 songs. Oh, The Way You Look Tonight is what we're going to start with. Kernfield's the Roger Curtis Singers and the Robert Bentley and his orchestra. In 1936 film Swing Time, Ginger Rogers was busy shampooing her hair, soap and water bubbling, when Fred Astaire started singing to her in the words Dorothy Fields had written for Jerome Kern's gorgeous music, Lovely Never Never Change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it, 'cause I love you, just the way you look tonight. Perhaps The Way You Look Tonight was intended to be ironic, but it turned out to be an endearing love song, which is probably one reason it won an Oscar for the best film song in 1936. Well, congratulations. Pretty sure this song everybody will recognize. Uh-oh. Why? Why now? Okay. Shh, 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 shh. All right. The Way You Look Tonight. They got a picture of her washing her hair. She wasn't ready for company. Yeah. The world is cold. And the way you look tonight. See, I've heard this so many different ways.
With your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft, there is nothing for me but to love. And the way you look tonight.
That little rumba going on in the background.
Each word your tenderness grows.
Oh boy. I love when people can hold a note. I can make a note, but I can't hold it. Nope. Mine are succinct. Alrighty. Lovely. Lovely. Is it true what they say about Dixie is next? Caesar Lerner Marx. This is the Jonah Jones Quartet. Jonah Jones on vocal.
Is it true what they say about Dixie?
Is
Does
it?
the sun really shine all the time? Do the sweet magnolias blossom at everybody's door? Do the folks keep eating possum till they can't eat no more? Is it true what they say about Swanee? Is a dream by the stream so sublime? Do they laugh? Do they love?
I like his
they say
style.
in every song. If it's true, that's where I belong.
Al Jolson popularized Is it true what they say about Dixie? It was written by Irving Caesar, Sammy Lerner, and Gerald Marx. At the time, Jolson was starring with Martha Raye and a comedian known as Parkya Parkakas. Parkya Carcass. Parkya Carcass. Parkya Carcass. I think I'm saying it right. Forgive me if I'm not. On a weekly radio program, Jolson later sang the tune on the soundtrack to the 1949 film Jolson Sings Again, a sequel to the Jolson Story 1946. In both films, Larry Parks played the role of the singer, but Johnson himself dubbed the songs. In this new recording, Jonah Jones and his quartet revive an old favorite. Woo! True what they say about Dixie. Dixie sounds like a good time, doesn't it? All right, I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. Just, I think it's time. Al Hurt Young, Fireside Singers.
I'm gonna sit right down.
Mike Sam's in his orchestra.
Myself a letter.
And what's it gonna say, buddy?
And make believe it came from you.
I just guessed.
I'm gonna write words
I think I might.
sweet, so sweet. They're gonna knock me off of my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom. I'll
Lots
be
of
glad I
others
got 'em.
too.
I'm gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling better.
Aww.
And close with love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself
a letter.
and make believe it came
From you. All right, it's tricky lyrics and jaunty melody have made I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter, a winner through the years. It was Fats Waller, composer, pianist, singer, comedian, band leader, who introduced this tune by Fred Alhart and Joe Young to the public. Alhart's son Fred Jr., now a successful music publisher, was 8 years old and a budding critic when his father composed this melody in 1935. I said it was awful, he recalled later. But Dad assured me it would be a big hit.
I'm gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling.
The song sat around on a shelf for a while until somebody showed it to Fats Waller. He loved it at first sight, said Fred. And Waller's recording verified the elder Alhart's prediction. It's a hit.
Sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. Yes, I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. Gonna sit on the shelf. I'll write one and make believe it came from
You. Woo-doo. Too cute. All right, Pennies from Heaven. Like this one. Bert Johnson, Bob Crosby and his orchestra featuring the Bobcats. For almost 20 years, Johnny Burke was Bing Crosby's official lyricist. It all began in 1936 when Burke and Arthur Johnston turned out the score for Pennies from Heaven, which besides the title tune, included One Two Button Your Shoe and So Do I. As the years went by, Burke, working with composers Johnson, James, and B. Monaco, Jimmy Van Heusen, provided Bing with movie scores that included such songs as It Could Happen to You, What's New, Moonlight Becomes You, Polka Dots, and Moonbeams, Imagination, and Swinging on a Star. The Academy Award-winning song for 1944. While singing Pennies from Heaven in the movie, Bing accompanied himself on an ancient lute. Here, Bob Crosby, accompanied by his orchestra, plays the song his brother made famous. Did you know one time I found a penny with my birth year on it on my birthday in a very random place? I thought that was kind of cool. What's nice is when pennies come from heaven, as the expression goes, you get to pick and decide who's thinking of you and who to return the thought to. My mom had a theory for all the coins. I actually found one in the driveway the other day. 1998. I thought to myself, I was like, what was I doing in 1998? I was 2 years out of college. I was probably working 2 jobs. I might have still been at home and not here. I think I was working a vegetable stand. I think I was working a vegetable stand too. Yeah. Okay. Oh, please don't die. When I'm With You, Rebel Gordon. Liebert Lombardo with Guy Lombardo's Royal Canadians. Ty Lemley vocal. The young lady who was to become Mrs. Charles Black, a U.S. delegate to the United Nations and U.S. ambassador to Ghana, introduced When I'm With You in 1936. In those days, she was known as Shirley Temple, and she sang the song with Tony Martin in the 1936, The Poor Little Rich Girl. This epic told the story of a little girl whose rich father is too busy to spend time with her. Shot that rich at all, then, is she? Lonely, she drifts into singing and soon becomes a radio star. Eventually producing commercials for Dad's Soup Company, Harry Revel and Matt Gordon, who wrote When I'm With You, contributed songs to another Shirley Temple film, Stowaway. I read somewhere that she had to sleep with those pin curls in every night, and it made her cry. I don't really know if beauty's worth the pain. Not for a child, anyways.
Every street I walk on becomes a lover's
Some of the
lane.
stuff I read about the past makes me sad.
I can see the sun.
I don't know that our society's gotten any better with that, though. Kind of a bummer.
To lose you would be tragic.
Yeah.
Here is my heart unfurled. You have that certain magic. You're the seven wonders of the world. Snow is on the ground, but the leaves are on the trees when I'm with you. Flowers sing a love song, there's music in the breeze when I'm with you. Please let me make this confession. You are my magnificent obsession. The world is all in rhyme, lovely one when I'm with you.
You're my magnificent obsession. I don't know if obsessions are magnificent.
Let me make this confession.
Take over.
You are my magnificent obsession. The world is all in rhyme, lovely one when I'm with you.
Okay. Hopefully we'll be here for the next and last song. I think I have just enough. The Glory of Love, including the theme from Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
You've got to give
A little.
take a little.
This is it. What is this from?
And let your poor heart pray.
Take a little. It's the story of love. Glory of love. Yeah.
That's the story of
Here we go. That's the glory of love. Ah.
You've got to laugh a little,
Cry a little.
before the clouds go
Cry
by.
a little.
That's the story of, that's the glory of love.
Oh, I don't know. Does it always have to be so damn painful?
As long as there's the two of us, we've got the world and all its charms. And when the world is through with
Through
us,
with us.
we've got each other's arms.
Ah, you gotta a little. Lose a little.
And always have the blues.
A little. Just a little.
That's the story of, that's the glory of love.
Yeah, love can be kind of hard sometimes. Most of the time. I don't have too much experience with it. Good or bad.
You've got to win, lose a little, and always have the blues a little. That's the story of,
That's
the glory of love. That's the story of, that's the glory of love.
Well, I will summarize that one up. Laugh a little, cry a little. Okay. It said first there was The Last Roundup in 1933, then came Wagon Wheels, Empty Saddles, and The Call of the Canyon. No wonder Billy Hill is often thought of as strictly a composer of cowboy songs. But there was also another side to the Boston born New England conservatory trained Hill. That more sophisticated talent is particularly evident in Hill's song 1936, The Glory of Love, full of Depression era's feelings of both resignation and hope. Yeah, it was an immediate hit via Benny Goodman recording. 30 years later, The Glory of Love served as the theme song of the 1967 movie Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, starring Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn. Oh, that must be where I knew it from. Again, so many of these songs were done and then resung and revisited and revamped. And you know what? I don't think you can ruin a good thing no matter how many different ways you do it. There's a lot of artists out there right now. I'm almost sometimes kind of like, whoa, when you hear bits and pieces of songs from your childhood, let alone the childhoods before you, and they're remixed into something a little bit different today. I mean, then if you think about like dub and dance music, I mean, all that's all revisited music. It's just to a beat that you just can't stand still to. I don't think you can go wrong. I think borrowing and passing along music from the past is a phenomenal thing to do as long as it's done in a respectful manner. And I find most of it is. Well, most that I listen to is. So bravo to all you, and I'm going to say goodbye before my phone dies. Because, that's the glory of, it's the story of love. And I love doing this with you guys. I just don't know. I don't know. Like I said, for a while, they weren't even letting me doing this, so I miss doing my shorts. I have so many of them ready to go. Like, you can't make it stop. I don't care who you are, but you can't make it stop. And there's so much music out there. Sometimes I'll look at it and I'll pick 4 or 5 different songs to go with the same little piece of short. Again, the more you revisit something, sometimes the better, sometimes the worse. What did he say? His son told him that it was going to be a song that nobody would like, and sure enough, it ended up being a hit. So you never know. Anyways, happy Friday to everyone. Unless you've moved on to Saturday, and then it's happy weekend to you. But it was nice to have a visit from the DJ guy from over there in Scotland. He's great. You have to look him up. You will not dislike his song list. He's got some good stuff. And I say check him out. Anyways, ciao. Neighbor Sue signing off. Remember to smile. Somebody needs it. Bye. Woo. How come my thingy was